This episode is sponsored by cruiseline.com, where you can review cruise prices using easy-to-use cruise search. Hey cruisers, welcome back to our series on international travel tips. As we were wrapping up that video series aimed at cruisers, we got a comment on our YouTube channel from Nanette, who said, hey, hold on, don't wrap up the series yet. I want to know what's in your flight carry-on bag. So Nanette, and those of you who are going to be experiencing a long-haul flight soon, this episode is for you. We are going to show you two different types of personal item type bags that we would take on a long-haul flight and everything that we would put into them. Now, the contents of this bag are just a little bit different than what we would take on maybe a shorter flight. So I'm thinking this might be for a flight that's anything more than 6 hours. That's kind of the criteria that I'm using, but use your best judgment and know that a lot of the items that we're putting in this bag today could also be perfect for a shorter flight as well. You're just going to find that we're taking more stuff for more comfort to last us a lot longer, right? Okay, so first thing I want to remind you of is that these are our personal items that we're packing into. In addition to those, we are going to have full carry-on suitcases. We're not showing you what's inside those today. We're just talking about the stuff that we want to keep near our person. Once we've sat down in that airplane seat, we want the stuff that we can grab and access quickly. So I'm going to show you two bags today that I absolutely love and use all the time. And you can decide what type of bag works for you. You might even prefer a backpack. When we started flying abroad, we were using backpacks, and I've just kind of transitioned over to a different type of bag because I have different needs, and I'll explain what those are. This bag here is the Tui Jenny, or actually, I'm sorry, this is the Mini Jen. I have just downgraded from the Jenny to the Mini Jen because this bag is a little smaller. Now, what you're going to find that we have in common with both of the bags I'm going to show you today is that they have a trolley sleeve. So this sleeve goes over the handle of your carry-on bag, your rolling suitcase. And that's why I've been using these lately, is that I don't want to put that pressure on my shoulders from having to carry the bag or carry a backpack. So that's why I like the bags that come with a sleeve. This bag is really good, the Mini Jen, for people who like a lot of compartments within their bag. And isn't the color gorgeous? No matter what color you get on the outside, you get this beautiful aqua teal on the inside. It also comes with some really cool add-on features that I want to show you. It comes with this cute clear plastic bag that I've put some essentials in, and it comes with another little mini purse. This is so cute. And this also comes with a wristlet strap, so you can make this a wristlet bag, or you can use a full-length strap on this. This is wonderful. What a great value. And a cute bag for formal night on a cruise, if you ask me. And the bag itself, the Mini Jen, also comes with a full shoulder strap. So lots and lots of extras with that bag. But I like this little plastic guy here. Even though it's not made for being a TSA bag, it's got some of my essentials in it, which we're going to talk about in more detail a little bit later. The second bag I want to show you is actually something I have a discount code on currently. I actually have a discount code on both of these bags right now. That could change by the time you watch this, but check out the description below to see if we're running something current. But the second bag is a very simple bag from Go Penguin. This is just another carry-on bag. This one is navy and black, but they come in black on black. This one has a lot of space inside. It has a few less compartments than the other bag, but I think this is great for someone who likes the real minimalist, that was hard to say, a more minimalist look. This is also really nice for a man, and it also has the sleeve here and an outside pocket. So this one's great. It also has a shoulder strap if you want it. But those are the types of bags that I'm gravitating towards lately. So I wanted to show you two different options. So let's talk about all of the different things that we would put in the bag. Please know that this is probably overkill for a lot of different types of travelers. You don't need to take all of this stuff. Just determine what's best for you, and hopefully you'll get some tips out of it. The first thing is probably one of the most important things that you can pack. This is a really nice little water bottle from Copco. I will link to it below. We'll put a whole bunch of little shopping links down there for you. This is really great because it unscrews from the middle like this. Isn't that cool? So if you want to refill this at one of those airport water bottle dispenser things, you could just do that and then screw it back on, or you could even hand it to the flight attendant and they can refill it for you. Of course, you want to take it through security empty, but this one's really easy to empty and it's very easy to wash, and I just really love this bottle. I take it to the gym with me too, it's great. Another thing that I like to take for comfort on long haul flights that I do not take on short flights is, number one, an eye mask. So I can get my nap on, which is much easier said than done, right? I'm really struggle with sleeping on a plane. But the second thing that makes it a little bit easier is a nice neck pillow. This is a really good one because it's got a cooling gel in it, and it's from Travelon. We've got a little discount code for you for Travelon's website. We'll pop it down in the description, but these are must-haves for long-haul international flights. Now let's not forget about the practical things. You want to take your device with you, right? Maybe your phone, maybe it's an iPad, whatever it is. You might want to download some movies and music for listening offline before you go. So be sure that you do that before you leave and don't forget your device. Another thing you don't want to forget is your wallet. I don't have my wallet with me, but I want to make sure that's on your list today, is to get your wallet with you. You might want to buy a smaller RFID type wallet so that you're carrying less and protecting yourself when you're traveling internationally. Then, of course, you want to remember to take your passports. We have ours in this handy little neck wallet that makes it really easy when you're approaching the counter at the airport to just have these around your neck, especially if you're traveling with little kids, or maybe you're traveling with someone in a wheelchair and you need to keep your hands free. These are really, really nice. We have our global entry cards in here, and of course, a pen. A pen is an absolutely essential thing to take on a long haul flight, especially if you're going to need to fill out those customs forms. So make sure you take a pen or two. I'm sure the person next to you would appreciate you sharing as well. It's something that we've made the mistake of forgetting over and over again many times. Next tip is to take a few little electronic items with you. We have this cute little Travelon pouch for our chargers and our headphones. Make sure that you take a portable charger, some sort of a charging hub or a base, I guess you could say, and some headphones. There's a ton of different portable chargers in our Amazon shop, which we'll link to, but those are absolutely a must for travel because honestly, you guys, sometimes airplanes these days don't have plugs at your seat. Not all airlines offer those plugs for AC power, so make sure that you pack something like that. Okay, next up, I do want to show you what we're using for our TSA bag. Now, these work great within the United States. This is where we're going to keep all of our liquids. And because when you're traveling, you have to keep these visible and keep them out when you go through security, mine always ends up in the personal item bag that I'm sharing with you today. So I just wanted to show you the one that we're using. It's in our store. We'll link to it. And some of the essentials that are in here, like toothbrush, toothpaste, things to kind of keep you fresh on the flight. We've got other liquids in here too that aren't quite as important to talk about, but whatever you need to take for traveling. Speaking of other toiletry items and essentials, there are 4 things that I never travel without on a long haul flight, and I've separated them into this little bag to make it a little easier to talk about them. One of them is deodorant, folks. If you're on a long haul flight, it is wonderful to be able to go into the restroom, freshen up, apply some fresh deodorant before you get off the plane. Sorry, I know it's kind of personal, but I think it's a really nice thing and might keep you a little bit more comfortable. So we always take deodorant. We also take chapstick, facial moisturizer, and antibiotic ointment. Now this is kind of gross, but a nurse one time told me a little tip before you get on an airplane to help you keep germs out of your breathing space, and that is to put a little bit of Neosporin on a Q-tip and dot it inside your nose. I don't know if it works, but we're religious about it. Every time we get to the airport, we're the people with the Q-tip sitting there going like this with the Neosporin in our nose. Give it a try. It gives us a little bit of peace of mind for one reason or another, and it can't hurt to have a little bit of antibiotic ointment like Neosporin or whatever on your flight. Okay. Next up are some items that we take for comfort on every flight. My husband doesn't really take these, but I do. The lady in the family likes to have a cozy pair of socks. Just don't walk into the restroom with these. Put your shoes back on. Ew, gross, right? These are great. Some fluffy little socks for me and my son are always nice. I always take also a nice, warm, neutral colored wrap. This can double as a travel pillow, a neck wrap, a blanket, so many different things. I use this in dozens of different ways, from keeping my knees and my ankles warm on a flight to creating a little place to take a little snooze. It's just wonderful to have one of these. These are a little tough to find. Watch the major department stores around the holiday period, Black Friday, Christmas, they tend to have nice fluffy warm scarves like this. Grab one when you can find it because I cannot seem to find a good one on Amazon to save my life. All right, another thing that we always take on a long haul flight is a change of shirt and a change of underwear. Believe me, if you're going on a 12-hour flight, popping into the bathroom with a change of shirt, change of undies, and some deodorant makes you feel human again when you get off that flight. Trust me, I do it every time and it's so nice. Also, if you're traveling with children, you should have a change of shirt and potentially a change of outfit for the child. I have had spit up and other bodily things, cast upon me on a flight that really, you don't want to have to borrow a shirt from someone else on the flight, and I've had to do that before. So I've learned the hard way, but I almost always change my shirt when I get off that 12-hour flight. So next up, I like to consolidate my cosmetics and keep a few essential items with me on a long haul flight. I don't want to take my full-size makeup bag, which looks something like this for travel. So what I do is just pack a few essentials into a small bag like this to keep with me. Essentials for me are probably going to be like lipstick, some powder, and maybe some eyeliner just to kind of freshen up a little bit. It's up to you, but that's one tip that I have for keeping things light. You can put the rest of your makeup in your big bag. Another tip we have for you today is to consider getting some mesh packing cubes. I got these at TJ Maxx for $5.99. They have them all the time at discount stores like Marshall's, Ross, and TJ Maxx, and this can just help you to keep all of this miscellaneous stuff organized inside of your carry-on bag. So that is, my friends, the anatomy of our carry-on for an international trip. Now, we always want to ask you to tell us what your tips are for whatever topic we're talking about. I'm sure that I've forgotten something. I'm going on a flight soon, so I better figure that out quickly. If you see something that I forgot, or if you have some awesome tips for packing your carry-on for a long-haul flight, we'd really love for you to pop it in the comments below and make this just an awesome resource for people who are flying in the future. Thank you so much for following along on this international travel tip series. We hope that it was helpful. I know it was a bit of a departure from what we normally do here at Cruise Tips TV, but if you're anything like us, you might be getting out of your comfort zone, traveling a little bit farther this year, and we want to help out. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, friends, we'll see you on the high seas. Bye.